Good evening. Welcome to this regular scheduled business meeting of the Summersville City Council on this 28th day of November 2022. Got one big holiday under our belt, being Thanksgiving, and next is on to the season of the Christmas holiday. Much excitement in the city. So with that said, I'd like to go, I just about messed up. First thing we got tonight on the agenda, actually, let's see. Let's start this all over, Julie.
Okay.
All right. Because I forgot we got a public hearing. Okay.
Oh wait, this time out we got a public hearing, so we're gonna have a speaker. Is that
I don't think there's anybody here to talk. Yeah,
Oh.
we'll open it and close it. Public
Okay.
hearing. Yeah. I almost screwed that up. I looked down and saw that yellow on my agenda. Okay, so the hour being just a minute after 7. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and open the public hearing. The hour being 7 o'clock, and the public hearing is for the purpose to entertain public comment on the B&O rate reduction ordinance number 712 and the municipal sales tax ordinance number 714. So at this time, our public hearing is open, and I will defer to Amy. Amy, has anybody signed up to speak as a part of the public hearing? Okay. All right. So having nobody signed up for the public hearing, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing, and let the record reflect that we did officially open and close the public hearing and had nobody present for comment. So with that said, the next thing I'd like to do is welcome everybody tonight and go ahead and open up our regular scheduled business meeting of the Summersville City Council on this 28th day of November 2022. I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. It's hard to get back in the saddle after a festive Thanksgiving holiday, and of course now we're all getting ready for the Christmas holiday. So with that said, let's move right into tonight's agenda. The first item being consideration of the council minutes of the meeting we held on November 14th of 2022.
Move to approve and waive the reading.
Second. We got a first and second. Council, the motion was to waive the reading. Are there any changes or amendments to your minutes as they were presented in your packet? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries. Amy, did anybody sign up for the public comment for the council meeting?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, first item on the agenda then, after the public comment, having none, would be the second reading and approval of the ordinance to approve the current replacement pages to the Summersville codified ordinances. And of course, you've got a copy of those, council. These are just the updates. You can see that the current updates are to the traffic code and the general offense code. This is per the company that we hire to make sure that all of our ordinances stay in compliance with state statute. I'll entertain a motion, and this is the second and final reading, which would make them official after passage.
Move to approve.
We have a first and a second. Council, any comments? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries. The next item on the agenda is the second reading and approval of the ordinance 712 B&O rate reduction ordinance. Entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second. We have a first and a second. Of course, that ordinance has been available, as well as right prior to this meeting. We held a public hearing and had no comment. So, any discussion, council? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries, and that makes that ordinance now official with the second reading and also the public hearing. The next item on the agenda would be the second reading and approval of the draft ordinance 714 municipal sales tax ordinance.
Move to approve.
Second. We have a first and a second. Again, that ordinance has been available. I will say, I'd like to highlight again that both of these ordinances have been approved by the state tax department. So that ordinance has also been available for the public. It's on our website. Tonight we held a public hearing again right before our council meeting, which after approval of this Second reading, it would make this ordinance official as well, which this ordinance actually takes effect July 1st of 2023, which is the 1% sales tax ordinance for the city of Summersville. So are there any comments, council? Nope, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion so carries. The next item on the agenda is the recorder's report.
No report to see.
Okay, the recorder has no report. Next item would be the mayor's report. Council, I just have a few items I'd like to run down. First of all, I wanted to give you just an update. You all had previously approved an auction. We auctioned an 87 International dump truck, a 1991 Komatsu wheel loader, and vehicle parts. We had auto crane and a Dodge Ram bed. Actually, we did much better than we expected to do. That auction totaled us $7,001. That was a sealed bid that was opened, I don't know, was that opened October 24th? I think it wasn't October 20th. Yeah, it might have been October 24th. Anyway, we had sealed bid, run twice in the newspaper, 2 weeks in the newspaper. $7,001 was the total net from those items. Okay, let's talk about the this Friday, the Summersville City Christmas Parade. Always the first Friday of the month of December. So in a very exciting way, this Friday is a Christmas parade. I'd like to remind everybody that immediately following the parade, it's a change up this year. We're moving all activities after the parade to the Nicholas County Veterans Memorial Park. We're going to do a combined event with them. They normally do their opening the night after, but this year the city of Summersville applied and was successful in winning a Mon Power First Energy Company grant that was $30,000 to buy Christmas decorations. So there's a new Christmas decoration that when we wrote the grant, again, I give credit where credit's due. Annabeth Anderson did the grant very successfully for us, and I'm excited about that. That is our city grant writer. And of course, when the grant was written, the location for the decoration was the Nicholas County Veterans Memorial Park. So it was a City of Summersville grant that we're excited that we did for the park. So the lighting ceremony, and it was the grant was called Light Up Holiday Smiles with Mon Power. So the lighting ceremony is going to take place at 7:30 in the park Friday night. And we're going to have the Nicholas County High School Choir there singing like they do every year for us. There's going to be wagon rides, campfires, going to be s'mores to be done. Going to be several campfires, so anybody that wants to partake in s'mores, they can. We're going to have cookies and hot cocoa. Santa and Mrs. Claus won't be at the pavilion this year. They'll be at the park. The first 500 children will receive a free holiday t-shirt highlighting the event. I got to tell you, the t-shirt's real cute. We'll disclose it about Wednesday. So it's first 500 kids get a t-shirt. It's going to be a great evening. Those activities at the park go from 7:30 to 10 p.m. So everybody's invited. Should be a great evening. Looks like the weather's going to cooperate with us. So Friday night, parade downtown at 6. All the other activities at the park starting at 7:30. How about a dinner theater at the Summersville Arena and Conference Center? Want to give it one last plug. It takes place on Saturday night. Starts at 6 p.m. This again is put off by the Greenbrier Valley Theater. It's a Greenbrier Valley Theater production. It's an original production that celebrates the holiday season in the Mountain State. Wild and wonderful and family friendly. This event will feature memorable songs, humor, and storytelling as the spirit of Christmas that you won't want to miss. Mountain Home Christmas is sure to be a joyous celebration that captures the culture and beauty of our great state. So that is Saturday. Tickets are still available. It's $100 per couple or $50 per single. So if you don't have any plans Saturday evening, it's sure to be a good show. Tickets are still available. The next thing I'd like to do is I'd like to highlight SRMC WVU Medicine here in Summersville. They are the recipients of an award that's the first time a critical access hospital in the country has ever been recognized with this award. The award's been around for 17 years. It certainly is a big deal and a huge accomplishment on behalf of WVU Medicine SRMC. Their submission to the award was called Hustle for the Muscle, which was highlighted in the November 8th Right Stuff, which is Albert Wright's CEO daily or weekly thing that he puts out. But anyway, what they did was, it was a goal to reduce the time it takes for a patient presenting to the emergency room with chest pains to receive an EKG, which is critical diagnostic tool. It allows providers to quickly treat patients experiencing acute myocardial. Here we go. Look at Jim down there. Jim said, "Mayor."
I'm glad it's you rather than me.
Anyway, it's cardiac care, guys. I can say that. Infrastructure. No, seriously, this is a real big deal, also known as heart attack. Why didn't I just skip it and say heart attack? But anyway, a big shout out and kudos to the staff that was involved in this, and there's a whole list of them. I'm not going to go down the list, but they were actually the recipients of a $15,000 award from Amex, which is American Excess Insurance Exchange. And so what a great deal. And the other thing I wanted to highlight too is there's 240 hospitals nationwide that participated for this award. And so for Summersville WVU to bring that home, congratulations to them, and it just, it makes us extremely proud that here in this rural community, Critical Access Hospital, that we would win such an award. So great job, Summersville Regional Medical Center staff, WVU staff, and all the great things they're doing here in Summersville. And what that speaks to is the great treatment that you can get if you're admitted to this Critical Access Hospital with heart conditions. The last thing I wanted to do, council, is highlight what I passed out to you was an article. I'm trying to find my article. The contract, the 9-year contract that's left at the Summersville Hydro Plant is in the process of being sold to LS Power. It says in this article that they have reached an agreement. I was actually in a conference call last week and got introduced to the initial team of LS Power, which soon will have boots on the ground and get to meet them in person. Pretty much this whole deal that buys the total portfolio of Hull Street, which was as you can see, was a 343 megawatt across their portfolio. They've sold out to LS Power. LS Power is a huge operation. I've made some notes to kind of share with you what they are. LS Power is a 46,000 megawatt company. Let me put things in perspective. Summersville is a 200 gigawatt, and there's 0.001 gigawatts in a megawatt. And so LS Power's hydro portfolio is huge, being 46,000 megawatt. So anyway, pretty much the whole cell of Hull Street, the cell will close, the entire cell with the exception of Summersville, before the end of the year. Summersville will probably carry into the first of the year only because of our Run the River FERC permit, and getting the FERC approval takes a little bit longer, which will happen, but it's just a matter of the process that it has to go through FERC to get approved. So they're waiting on that, and then of course when that comes through, Summersville will close. So again, it's kind of unique. This is just about 24 months from the sale of Enel Power to Hull Street, and now again it's already been put on the market and sold. So our new operator will be LS Power, and don't know a whole lot about them. Just straight up had a introductory FaceTime or Zoom meeting with them, and so they promised that as soon as the deal's sealed, they'll be here to meet and greet. So just wanted to bring you all up to speed on that. That concludes the mayor's report. Any questions about anything that I've made comment on tonight, council?
Good timing on your report on the auction. I've been thinking about calling and asking for a update on that, well, finality of it, and the bidders, and breakdown on it. Somebody email me that tomorrow would be great. They're
Okay.
anytime this week, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. Any other comments, council?
Brown Oaks will be open the first night of the Christmas break.
All right. That's good. Brown Oaks? All right, I'll try to. Okay, what are your, are you just doing,
Well, we're gonna be open for the Christmas break night. and
Okay.
then We'll be open Sunday afternoons from 2 to 6.
okay, so that would be starting this Sunday, the 4th?
Yes,
So the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th?
right.
Okay, I'll put that out on the radio. 4th, 11th, and the 18th, Brown Oaks. Okay, what are your hours?
2 to 6.
2 to 6. Okay, so encourage people to stop by the Brown Oaks. Again, it's been decorated for the Christmas holiday. It'll be open the 4th, 11th, and the 18th. Those are Sundays from 2 to 6. Stop by and visit Brown Oaks. Okay, council, any other comments? Council reports, hearing none. We do not need the executive session tonight. So with that said, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
Got a first and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you, council. Have a good evening.